Today we're talking about multiple streams of income, how you can create multiple streams of income, and really the mistake that people make when it comes to building multiple streams of income. And we have a special guest.
Hey!
What's your name?
Talia.
Serenity?
Neck tattoos.
Oh yeah, look at these tattoos. Tatted up. She don't want to show you now. She saw a picture of Tupac and was like, oh my God. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you click that bell to get all the videos that we pop up. We're going to be diving into multiple streams of income right now. Talia Serenity is a special guest today as we talk about multiple streams of income.
What about multiple streams of income, babe?
You know, I feel like a lot of people mess up when they hear about multiple streams of income because it's a sexy term. You know what I mean? It's like, oh,
Okay. Sorry.
Gap.
I'm already going to interrupt you because, first of all, I think that people get in, like, they learn, like, multiple streams of income.
Right.
And then they think everybody knows what it means.
Right.
And they just talk about it all the time, like, multiple streams of income, da-da-da-da, and, like...
a lot of terms like that. Passive income, residual
Like,
income.
a lot of people don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
And it doesn't click for them. So, like, when you say that, like, if you say it, like, on your social media, like, people are just like, okay.
Right.
Like...
Most people. Unless they already kind of are, you know.
Well, right.
But most people are. And then, so, to feed upon that, it's like now you're using this language that most people aren't used to using. And then...
Right.
The way you interpret it is typically wrong because I know I when I first you know would start using it and learning about it, it was wrong for me too because you hear a lot of stuff like, oh, you know, millionaires have 7 income streams, and then what happens is it makes you think that you need to be doing 7 different things.
And then you just, like, start doing a whole bunch of different things that don't align with each other, and you're just doing a bunch of different shit.
Right. And so, you know, when it comes down to creating multiple streams of income, understand that, like, you know, when somebody hits me up and they're like, so if we're doing a job, if we have a project coming up and I'm like, hey, we are building out this course or something like that and we need this and this done, and I hit somebody up and say, hey dude, you know, what do you do? And he's like, well, I do websites, and I do photography, and I do music, and I'm like, no, I don't want to work with that guy. You know what I mean? I want to work with a person that says, hey, dude, we're going to help you set up the website. We'll help you get everything right. And you're going to need to go out and find the graphics guy, the music guy, or whatever, because I want to know if I'm working with somebody, we focus on one thing, and you're
Right.
really good at that one
Like
thing to help us rock.
expert on that one thing.
Yeah. You know, a lady hit me up yesterday, and she's like, "Oh, I'm a success coach, and I do financial coaching, and I'm actually just got certified in CrossFit and this." And I'm like, "Holy shit! Like, which one? Which one is the main thing?"
Yeah, like, and you can do those things.
Right.
But, like, don't say that you're the expert in all of those things. Because, like, for me, I'm not going to trust you as an expert with every single one of those things for my life.
No shot you can be good at all those things. There's just no shot. And so why would you want to be the jack of all trades? You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm a jack of all trades." It's like, you know, well, no. Like what's and it doesn't mean you don't do those things at all, but when it comes to, like, your main thing, you got to have your main thing. And I think people mix that up with multiple streams of income is you're trying to spread yourself out so thin instead of, like, focusing on one thing. Knock one thing out. Like, if you think about it, like Damon John, dude on Shark Tank, FUBU guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he used one thing to create multiple things. So he created the brand FUBU, right? And then because of that, he ended up on Shark Tank. Because he is on Shark Tank because of what he did in the clothing world in FUBU.
Seriously?
Seriously.
That's all he did?
Yeah, that's how he got on Shark Tank. He created, I mean, that's what he's known for. Okay? Because of Shark Tank, then he released a book. because of that book, then he has speaking stuff. You know what I mean? And so one stream overflowed and created the next stream. And whereas, you know, it happens multiple times. You look at like, oh man, like Puff Daddy did the same thing in like with Ciroc. You know what I mean? He was doing music, and then it was like this, Ciroc, and then it was like one thing after the next. It wasn't like I was doing multiple, or he was doing multiple things at once. The same thing happened in our career, where it was, we were just focused on network marketing, and then because we were really just focused on network marketing, and
it
other
led
things,
to...
and so one stream overflowed and creates more streams. And I think that's what happens, and that's the concept of multiple streams of income. Is like, until that one stream overflows and is overflowing enough that it actually fuels another stream. And we've seen ups and downs of that too from our, what is happening?
I don't know.
Here. The camera turns on, and she was like, just like,
Too much going
hey, I'm doing this. Oh my God. Oh,
She's practicing for her YouTube videos.
Oh yeah, get the practice in. But you know, we faced we've had our problems with that too. Like we've thought that the stream was strong enough. Hey.
Okay. Chill out, Chica.
I mean, earthquake video in here, you know. But we thought one stream was strong enough, and then you know you kind of like you think it's creating another one, but it's too soon.
Right.
And so then that's when we had to kind of back things up and be like, okay, like when multiple streams of income is working the right way, one stream is going to create the next, and one stream is going to create the next. And unless you focus on one freaking thing, knocking it out, you know, I was gonna say, even I have a client right now that even if you find out that like, yo, like maybe the thing that I'm working on isn't like the thing that I'm like super passionate about. Look, we're all about passion, but we're also all about finishing the drill. And sometimes finishing something that you don't necessarily like want to do anymore.
Sorry. I don't know what's happening.
Sometimes finishing that and just sticking to it and just saying, you know what, I finished, I did it, like that creates the audience, the momentum that you need to carry on to the next thing.
Yeah. So with all of that being said, I think you guys need to know that it's okay to say no.
Yeah. Okay.
So like so many times people will come up to us and be like, hey, awesome opportunity, da 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 da. You know, multiple streams of income. Don't we want multiple streams of income? And it's like, no, not everything that comes your way you need to say yes to. Like, I made a mistake with that when I kind of first started, like, you know, doing different things online or whatever. I'm like, well, I don't want to be like closed-minded and say no to something. And so I'm just open to everything. Yeah, let me do it all, multiple streams of income. But, like, no, that's not how it works. That's not what that means.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's okay to say no to things while you're working on something else.
Yeah.
And let that lead to something else. Don't just say no, yes to, like, every opportunity that comes your way.
I mean, if we're really talking about money here and we're talking about people, because, again, if you're one of those people that's heard, oh, well, you know, millionaires and multimillionaires have, you know, an average of 7 streams of income. Well, you're looking at what they do now. If you really want to look at the rich and how they think like that, you have to think, all right, they focused on one thing.
Yeah.
They knocked one thing out, and it moved the needle almost effortlessly in other places.
And those 7-8 things have came over a period of 10, 20 years.
Yeah.
They didn't like day one, like I need 7 streams of income and go and find 7 different things to work on at one time.
Right.
That's not how it works.
Yeah. So we still, you know, go through that stuff, but I think, you know, learning how to say no, learning how to focus on one freaking thing and knocking it out, and really just learning how to be happy, because for other people that are doing something that's good, be cool with yourself. Be happy with yourself, that you say, you know what, hey, support them. Hey, I got your back. You know, just for me saying no doesn't mean it downplays whatever you got going on. Right? It doesn't mean that at all. I mean, because there's plenty of amazing things that we have said no to. Doesn't mean they're not amazing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of amazing stuff out there that it just may not be your right timing for you.
Yeah, I mean, it was just because obviously we didn't want to take our focus away from what our main thing was at the time.
Yeah.
Or our main second thing or whatever. Like, it's just don't go out there trying to do everything. Like, focus on what you have going on. Things work. Yeah, there's so many amazing opportunities. You don't have to take them all.
Yeah. Honestly, you know, just kind of breaking this down for just one more example as we shut this one down. If you go out and crush something, typically that is going to get you a lot of exposure to new people and new audiences that will open the door for other opportunities. So same thing back to like Daymond John. Yes, did he go out and crush FUBU and then he crushed it, had that particular audience there, right? But then because what he did there, it put him in front of a new audience in front of Shark Tank. And so now it's like you acquire new audiences and new people.
I just have a quick question on that. So did
Let me hold the train. Hold the.
When did Shark Tank come out?
Shark Tank is on its 20th season right now.
No way.
Yeah.
Seriously? And when did he get on Shark Tank?
I think there's multiple seasons a year in Shark Tank. I don't think it takes.
Well, because I'm just saying, like, FUBU died down.
Oh, we're calling it die.
Like 20 years ago. So, like, what did he do? Was he just like?
I think he also
chilling
consults
for a long time.
I think he also does a lot of consulting.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That you acted like he just did FUBU and then Shark Tank from there.
No, I'm saying big thing. I'm talking. I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
that's
not,
why I was like, what was he doing in between?
Daymond John.
Well, I thought you researched him. I thought you knew. That's why I was like, FUBU to Shark Tank. Like, what did he do in between?
Big
he was
jumps.
just chilling.
Also, you know, things we have big jumps too. And there's also certain
I get it. I just thought you researched his life, and I was curious.
But I mean, it can create exposure, and so when you focus on one thing, what happens is like, you know, like I remember because I went out and like I put my head down in a network marketing company. I was the #1 recruiter in 2016 for that company. Because of that, I created a lot of exposure and a lot of kind of like, I guess, hype around like just kind of like spotlight, I guess. And that led to me making my first $8,000 a month in an affiliate with an affiliate product, and the majority of people that bought that product were people that she saw the Amazon Prime outside.
No, it's I just ordered a new book yesterday, so I was waiting for it.
When that Prime truck comes through,
It's here.
It's like Christmas every freaking day. You don't even gotta wait till December 25th. It's Amazon freaking Prime. But so I went out and I said, you know what? I'm gonna put my head down. I'm gonna focus. I ended up recruiting like 200 and something people into that thing, right? Just in that year alone. And because of that success, it led to, like I said, my first $8,000 month with an affiliate product, with the majority of people that bought that product, I know came from me getting exposure in thing one. You know what I mean? And then because I made $8,000 in that, they put me on stage and I was doing calls, and then all of a sudden, when it comes to success with our own products and our membership, a lot of the times it was from people from like both. You know what I mean? And so I really want you guys to understand how it's like one thing leads to the next. So be patient and focus and just put your head down. And if you got to put the blinders on, put the freaking blinders on, and go out, and it'll start to come together for you.
Yeah.
All right. So let us know your thoughts.
Hope that helps, guys.
Yeah. Hope it does. All right. Let us know your thoughts. Connect with us. All right. If you were digging this episode, take a screenshot. Tag us on the gram at ILC University, okay? And we'll continue the conversation there. If you ever have any questions for us, me and Wes are open books. You heard? So we want to help you build a better business, but we also want to help you live the best possible life you can, all right?
True that.
See you.
Peace.